I can do this.
Khabib Nurmagomedov looked unbeatable. He had a skill set.
In the rugged, wind-carved mountains of Dagestan, a land where winter bites hard and life has never been easy, there exists a philosophy as old as the stones themselves. Strength is born from hardship, and character is forged under pressure. From these steep mountain paths and frozen rivers emerged some of the most disciplined warriors the world has ever seen, armed with a combat system built not for sport, but for survival. Its name is Sambo. But to truly understand Sambo, why it matters, why it dominates, and how it shaped two of the greatest fighters of our time, we need to journey back long before bright lights, championship belts, or roaring crowds. We return to the people, to the discipline, to the purpose for which Sambo was created. Sambo was born in the Soviet Union in the early 20th century, during a time when the Red Army sought a universal system of close-quarters combat. The acronym Samozashchita bez oruzhia literally means self-defense without weapons. But those words barely scratch the surface. Sambo was designed with a singular mission: to create soldiers who could overpower, control, and neutralize an enemy under any conditions. It fused the speed and leverage of judo, the raw dominance of wrestling, and the technical precision of jiu-jitsu. Then it added strikes, kicks, and ruthless efficiency. Sambo wasn't born in a dojo. It was forged for the realities of the battlefield. This is the world that shaped Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, a military man whose experiences in the Russian armed forces molded his approach to training and life. Abdulmanap believed martial arts were not merely physical. To him, they were a moral code, a path to discipline, humility, and integrity. When he returned home from military service, he brought with him a deep understanding of Sambo, and he began teaching local boys, not just how to fight, but how to live. Among those boys was his son, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
It was something to behold.
He is relentless, he is ruthless, he smashes people.
Khabib's early training didn't take place in luxury gyms or cutting-edge academies. His dojo was the harsh Dagestani air, the cold river currents he swam against, the mountains he climbed, and the rugged mats laid over the floors of aging gymnasiums. Under his father's guidance, he learned not only Sambo techniques, throws, submissions, transitions, ground control, but the mentality behind them. Stay composed, stay relentless, break body. Years in history. But perhaps Khabib's greatest victory wasn't inside the cage. It was the creation of a legacy through the man who became his closest friend, brother in spirit, and eventual successor, Islam Makhachev. Islam entered the UFC in 2010, long before many fans even recognized his name. Quiet, humble, and uninterested in theatrics, he walked into the lightweight division with a calmness that disguised the storm beneath. But Khabib and everyone in Dagestan knew Islam was special. He had grown under the same system, walked the same mountain paths, trained under the same foundational principles. Sambo, his identity, defended his title year after year, dismantling elite contenders with an ease that felt almost unnatural. His opponents could train wrestling, they could drill jiu-jitsu, they could study striking patterns, but none of it ever seemed enough. Because Sambo is not one discipline, it is the fusion of many. Islam excelled in all. He took opponents down when he wanted, he struck when he chose to. He controlled the pace, the space, and the psychology of every fight. Against him, opponents didn't simply lose, they were systematically dismantled piece by piece. After 15 years of lightweight dominance, Islam did what few champions dare to attempt. He moved up to the welterweight division in search of even greater challenges, a test of legacy, a test of complete mastery. And today, on this historic day, Islam Makhachev reached a new peak. He became the UFC welterweight champion, all while still reigning as the lightweight champion from 2010 to 2025. 2 divisions. One king. A feat etched into the history of combat sports. And at the core of it all, Sambo. But to understand why Sambo performs so incredibly well in MMA, you must understand what it actually teaches. Imagine a fighter who can throw you across the cage like a judoka, Control your hips and legs like a world-class wrestler? Submit you with the creativity of a BJJ black belt, and punch, kick, elbow, and knee with the explosiveness of a striker. That fighter is a Sambist. Sport Sambo focuses on takedowns, throws, and submissions, especially devastating leg locks. Combat Sambo adds striking, allowing fighters to seamlessly blend grappling and striking in ways few other systems teach. It's like entering a fight with 3 martial arts black belts and a striking coach built into your DNA. No wonder Sambo fighters like Khabib and Islam often look 2 steps ahead of their opponents. But is Sambo essential to becoming a champion in the UFC? Technically, no. Realistically, it gives you an enormous advantage. MMA crowns champions from every background. Wrestlers like John Jones, kickboxers like Israel Adesanya, submission masters like Charles Oliveira. But Sambo has something the others don't. A structure built specifically for real fighting. It doesn't rely on a single strength. It blends them. It doesn't collapse under pressure. It thrives in chaos. It doesn't specialize. It adapts. Perhaps the true secret of Sambo lies not in the techniques, but in the mentality it instills. Sambo teaches resilience through repetition, calm through discomfort, and dominance through control. This is what Abdulmanap passed to Khabib, what Khabib passed to Islam, what Islam now represents on the world stage. The training rooms of Dagestan aren't glamorous. They're simple, cold, and disciplined. But those rooms have produced some of the greatest fighters walking the planet today, and their philosophy is clear. Hard work is temporary, character is forever. Sambo is both. So, is Sambo essential for an MMA champion? Not by rule, but history shows that Sambo, when mastered with heart, discipline, and relentless focus, creates champions unlike any other system champions who control every moment, champions who never break, champions who define an era. And today, that era continues with Islam Makhachev, lightweight champion of 15 years, newly crowned welterweight champion, a legacy built brick by brick through a combat art older and deeper than any single victory. Sambo isn't just a martial art. It's heritage, it's discipline, it's destiny. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, hit the like button. It really helps us out. And if you want to support the channel and never miss a future episode, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything.